morning. On behalf of Reverend Ron Swisher and myself, welcome back to Mosaic on this Mother's Day. We have a special treat. We have two women pastors and a woman rabbi for you to honor this day. Pastor Elizabeth Eckdale is at St. Mark's Church, Lutheran Church here in the city. The Reverend Maggie Henderson at Old First Presbyterian Church, and we'll be joined by Rabbi Beth Singer later in the program. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a joy to have you here. What do you want to talk about this morning?
We want to talk about women in ministry.
Okay.
You know, here in the city, and what we do and what our colleagues do and how great they participate in the life of this city in their parishes or synagogues or other institutions.
Terrific. A word about St. Mark's Church. Where is it?
St. Mark's is in the Civic Center area above City Hall. We call it Cathedral Hill. It's a parish that's been around for over 160 years. We've been in that neighborhood for over 100 years. It's a vital, active, vibrant parish here in San Francisco.
And you've been there 17 years?
A long time.
Oh, not so long.
Yes.
A blink of an eye.
A long time. It is.
Reverend Maggie, you're at Old First Presbyterian. A word about your congregation?
It's on Van Ness and Sacramento.
Okay.
It's the oldest, still active Protestant church in California. They're very proud of that. It's kind of interesting. They've been there for a good long time. I've been their pastor for 8 years. Their first woman full-time pastor. I like the people. I like being there.
Great. And originally, where are you from?
I actually grew up in Piedmont, so I'm from California to start with. Had been in the southern part of the U.S. for most of my ministry, but I love being back here. I say I've been taken off the mission field to where there was no humidity, and it's lovely. I'm glad.
And you're back.
Yeah.
And Elizabeth, you're from where originally?
I grew up in the Bay Area in Menlo Park, so I know this area too. Though I've served parishes in Oregon and Long Island, it's good to be back home, and I love serving in San Francisco. We live here, we work here, we're committed to being in this city. We love being here.
Well, and you all do things together. Talk about that some.
Yeah, we do. We like each other. We feel that collaboration amongst ecumenical institutions, we can do more things together. So one of the things that Pastor Henderson started was this interfaith food pantry that she holds at her parish, but my church, other congregations come and we serve and give out food on Saturdays, every Saturday of the year.
Which is amazing. I mean, it's 4 different congregations. Every Saturday there's people there, and we're giving food bags out to 250 people a Saturday, and it works well. My church couldn't do it on its own. You couldn't do it just at your people, but we do it together, and I think it's a pretty stunning witness. And I think 3/4 of the churches have women pastors, actually. Never thought about that, but it's one of the ways we do.
I think that's one of the gifts that women in ministry bring, is we want to collaborate with each other. We don't want to remain just in our parishes or synagogues. We want to work and partner together. It's one of the gifts that we bring to this city and we bring to ministry.
Well, and women pastors are not unusual anymore, but the norm in many mainline faiths. Okay, more about what you guys are doing. More about what you're doing in the city.
There you go. Well, you know, Lutherans are usually characterized by Garrison Keillor and a Prairie Home Companion. And, you know, I really want to break that stereotype that St. Mark's Lutheran Church is a welcome, open, inclusive parish, as I know Old First is. It represents the best of this city. We are at the crossroads in San Francisco, being on Cathedral Hill, where you'll have a millionaire worshiping next to a homeless person. We have people of all color. We have a strong GLBTQ community. We're active in worship, but most importantly, we're active in the life of this city. We roll up our hands to serve, and that's one of the things that we're so excited about with the food pantry that we're about.
Old First, some more about that in his ministry. And
it's really a vital, interesting place. I don't get bored at this church, which is a lovely thing to be able to say, because my congregation is really diverse. I've got different ethnic backgrounds, different economic, an interesting GBTL kind of congregation, and I think there aren't many places in the city where you get to sit with a variety of people anymore. You tend to only sit with those that you know or those that you like or you think you're going to like. And at a church, you get a variety of folks, and I think that's just a gift.
Well, yeah, that's something that viewers may not recognize, that in congregations, it's a lot more diverse slice of working together as pastors. Denominations are important, but tell us more about working together and how you two approach it.
Well, first of all, we're friends. We respect each other as colleagues. We've been very active together in the San Francisco Interfaith Council, where Maggie chairs the council. St. Mark's has been a founding member of the council, and from there we do things like we host the winter homeless shelter at St. Mark's and other sites, and different congregations come in and serve food to 60 homeless men that stay on our site for 3 weeks. Yep. So we totally stop our ministries at St. Mark's to be hospitable to the men who will live there for 3 weeks. We also host the or commemorate World AIDS Day at St. Mark's, and Pastor Maggie has been active in leading worship at that service. And we're also engaged in an interfaith group working on affordable housing, because we know how critical affordable housing is in the city. It affects the city, but it also affects the people in our parishes. So we see firsthand the need for affordable housing, and we're working together on that.
In some ways, we're the first group to really look at what we'd call essential housing, or kind of middle-income housing. If my congregants had to live in the city, what can they afford? I mean, honestly, on my salary, without help from my church, I couldn't afford to live in San Francisco. That's right. So we're really trying to tackle that kind of in-between high income and affordable lower income. How can we do that? And the Interfaith Council and groups are doing that together. And I'm not sure anyone else would do it if it wasn't for that.
Who's in the Interfaith Council?
Everyone.
Yes, everyone. It's truly interfaith.
I mean, really, we've got congregations, Christian, Jewish, Buddhist, Salvation Army, Muslim. I mean, everyone's there. I mean, it's stunning. I mean, it's really, I have colleagues and friends in places I would never had if it wasn't for the city. The city, because it's so small and so rich, means I really need to know, rich as far as diversity, I need to know my different faith communities, because we're working on things. I can't just get all the Presbyterians, because really, there we are.
Right. Well, and that's the gift of working in San Francisco, where we are at St. Mark's. We have First Unitarian to our north, St. Mary's Cathedral to the west, we have Trinity Episcopal to the northwest. Yep. And we have to work together to make an impact in the city. And that's what the Interfaith Council helps us to do. It's that great vehicle.
Elizabeth Eckdale, Maggie Henderson, thank you. Maggie's going to be back, but Rabbi Singer's going to join us in the next segment. Stay with us.